What's up, guys? Well, today we have a big one. Big one. The problems with modern dating. And whatever age you are, see, I'm 40, so I know everything about the dating in my 20s, my 30s, and now in my 40s. And there are major problems that we're going to tackle today. I've got my notes ready for you guys because I can go on a little tantrum and I go sideways, but also just to get a bit of nice quotes from the books that I read, and I do read a lot. Um, we're going to tackle them. There's 9 things that we're going to tackle today. I really hope that's going to help you with your journey with the dating, because dating's amazing if done right. Okay, and in today's world, it's not as easy. Okay, we have obstacles, and we're going to tackle them today. We're going to point them all out and see what we can do about it. I do have a resolution for all of them put together. Now, a quick one about me. I'm Thomas Cieslak. I help men create and engage with relationships with really good quality women. I do this via a one-to-one training, also via the videos that I put out just now, because it's my passion. It's a passion because it helps me help others, and it helps me to give back to people that I care about. And this is exactly what I'm doing, all this stuff. All right. So let's go for the very first one, which is too many choices. Okay. Who hasn't had a choices now? I mean, talking girls, right? Okay. All the media, all social media, right? Instagram, Facebook, let's say 10 years ago, dating apps, etc. All that leads to paralysis by analysis. Okay, what that means is they have so many options. They jungle between one and another. It's like shopping, you know. I might try this shirt, I might try this shirt or this skirt, and that in that instance, you know. So they're never investing. They're never investing because they think, do you know what? The grass is greener on the other side, aka if I swipe left on or right on that guy, he might be better than the guy that I'm talking to just now. Okay, and it's a big problem, and it's crazy. It's crazy. We're gonna go to point number 2 of modern dating problems, biggest problems, because the problems are, there's so many of them, right? Is the image and the substance. Okay, so everyone's trying to create the persona that they're not really that person. Okay, they're just trying to create the persona and try to attract people by the looks. And you know, it's looks, it's a status, and it's a persona that the picture represents, right? But for us guys, this is like the worst case scenario, because the way we talk to people, the way we get a girl of our dreams is by conveying our personality, right? And which picture can actually convey your personality? None of them. Okay, maybe one, when you like, I don't know, like in fuzz bumping the kangaroo or something, you know. Um, so this is the main one as well for us, you know. We've got another one as a fear of rejection. Okay, with dating apps and social media being kind of the dating app, everyone's fearing of rejection, especially girls, right? Because we should be okay with rejection. Rejection is fine. You should take it on your chest. You should be proud. See, when you get rejected, you should be proud. You know why? Because you made a move. Okay? Because the other guy, he never got rejected. No. But he never made a move, right? You had balls to make that move. Okay? And this is fine for us. It's not that fine for girls because they're just afraid of rejection. And they try to play the safe game, and you know, hence we've got ghosting, flaking, you know, that comes back to our too many choices first point. So that's really, you know, people just don't being real with themselves. you know, they're just skipping from app to app. And guys do the same thing, man. Guys do the same thing. Guys would go out, would see the girl that he likes, and then he will try to go on an Instagram, never talk to her. He'll go on Instagram and by the hashtag try to find her on the restaurant when he saw her or the bar or whatever. It's crazy, man. It's fucking mental. He'd rather go back home and type a message or swipe or whatever rather than talk in the real world. And this is a big issue for us because we also, as guys, we also compounding to the modern dating problems, you know? We're also the problem. We are, okay? Now, let's go for point number 4. Lack of masculine and feminine energy. Now, guys try to suppress their masculine energy to please a woman to go safe way, right? Because they think this is what she wants to hear. This is crazy. You have to be yourself. You have to be a man, okay? You have to have your views, right? You have to be able to say no. You have to be able to be a strong personality because that's who you're supposed to be. You're supposed to have a strong personality. You're supposed to be a core for your family, right? Something's bad's happening in your family. You should be the one coming up with solutions, fixing it. Okay, this is the masculine energy. Okay, when people on the internet they're saying about masculine energy and the toxic masculine energy, it has nothing to do with what I'm just saying, right? Because you can be fucking toxic. You know, it's fucked up when you're toxic. Okay, it's not about that. It's just being true to your own hardwiring. Okay, because we have our own hardwiring, and women they have their own hardwiring as well. And the key is to understand those things, right? First, you have to understand yourself, man. All right. There's actually a quote that I want to read, and that's Robert Glover quote from No More Mr. Nice Guy, and it says, "Nice guys don't get what they want because they hide their intentions and try to be what they think women want instead of showing up authentically." Right? How many? I'm guilty of that. Of course I did it in the past. Of course I did. But then I understand this isn't the way, right? This isn't the way. I need to be true to myself, right? I need to develop myself from within, okay? To be the core for my future family, to be the core for my girlfriend, right? To be the core for my parents, right? When they get older, okay? Because this is your role, right? It's an important one. Next, guys, the message game. Fucking message game, man. Endless messaging that takes you nowhere, okay? And guys also guilty. They would rather message for days, for weeks with someone rather than just make a fucking move, man. Message with her a couple of days, create a comfort. You have to have a comfort with someone, right? She has to know you're no fucking freak. Okay? There's so many crazy men out there, like creeps, man. They are. And the girls, they're like, from since they're little, they get boo like, okay, protect yourself from the creep, right? You have to prove you're not the creep, but you're not proven that by messaging days and days and weeks. No, you convey your personality as much as you can through the text message, unfortunately, and then ideally ask to get on the call. To get on the call so that you can actually say something, right? So you can say something so she can hear your voice, she can hear the emotions in your voice, emotions. Okay, so that makes you human. Okay, that doesn't make you another fucking John from the dating app, right? It makes you human. So the texting game is like it's crazy. It's crazy. Because girls overanalyzing, guys overanalyzing. Oh my God, I sent her a message, she never replied. She never replied 1 day, 2 days, fucking a week. She's not going to reply now, right? Because you played that message game. Stop the messaging game. Stop it. The whole point of messaging on the apps or whatever, if you get someone's number, it's actually a different story. It's a different story, which I'm going to come back in a second. But if you're on the app, the whole idea is to get off the app. Get off the app. Okay? Ideally, set up the date, right? But what I always say to my clients is, before the date, get on the call, right? So you build the comfort. Then when you spend the time on the phone with someone, let's say 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes is pretty long, but like 10 to 15 minutes, it's almost like you already had the first date when you get to see her in real life. Because she already knows your voice, knows how you talk, knows a little bit of your emotions. So there is a comfort there, right? We have to build the comfort, okay? Now, I said it a minute ago, if you approach a girl in real life and this is how you get her number, excellent, right? This is the way to go. Because already then you build the comfort. You build the comfort of, you convey your personality, you show a little bit of humor, you show a little bit of emotions, you show that you're curious about her, about the world, right? Because you talk about different things, which I explained in a different video. And this is the comfort building stage, right? So then when you go on a date with her, or when you get a phone number, you don't really text like some stupid things, man. You just go in, because the whole point is to get to see her, right? She wants to see you too. Just don't fuck it up. Just don't fuck it up. All right. We've got another one, emotional baggage and drama. So what does that mean? All the dating apps, all the messaging games, all the fear of rejection, too many choices, superficiality, all that builds up your baggage, right? And creates a drama. Because if she was in the past month, if she was messaging 10 guys minimum, if she's on the apps, she definitely did, right? She already got the emotional drama, emotional baggage. Oh, is he going to be the same as like Adam? Or is he going to be the same as freaking John? Just boring, asking me the same questions, just a pen pal. I can't be bothered answering those messages anymore because no one makes a move, right? No one makes me feel comfortable. Okay? This is your task. This is the thing to fix the modern dating, right? To get her comfortable. For yourself to be comfortable, but get her comfortable as well. All right? Next, guys, we've got online reliance. So what does that mean? So how will you flirt via the dating apps? You really can't, right? How are you gonna convey the conversation that's interesting and shows your character? Well, you fucking can't. Okay. How you gonna show your social intelligence, your emotional intelligence? You really can. Okay. So how will you do it online? Right? You can't. Hence, the whole process is to get her out on the app and get to meet her in real life. Get the phone call in the meantime. Get in the real life. And then you do all those things, right? You just attract because you are curious, attractive, hopefully attractive enough, interesting person, right? They can convey his character via interesting conversations and bring comfort. Okay, that's the whole point. This is the whole point, right? There's another quote I wanna read actually from Dave Broder. Emphasizes that real life charisma, presence, and the ability to flirt are disappearing, making dates awkward and forgettable. making dates awkward and forgettable, right? Why are they awkward? Because you'd never built any comfort, right? Why are they forgettable? Because you never conveyed your personality before the date, okay? Because you haven't, right? So that's what it is. And now the last one is the lack of self-awareness and growth. This is a sad one, guys, because that actually could be put in many different videos about self-growth, self-development, self-realization, and everything in between. Because what I see now is a massive stagnation between men. I'm 40 years old now, right? 40, okay? And I've been on the self-development journey since 19, when I left my country and I came over here, right? That was 21 years ago. I never spoke any English. I've not had any social skills. But you can't really have social skills if you can't talk the English, right? Can't talk the language. So it was rather difficult. But I had to go through the steps of knowing all these things, right? I had to earn them, right? I had to discover those things. I had to keep my eyes open, mind open, okay? And this is what's happening right now with the young men, especially. Oh, actually, do you know what? Not only young men, man. Because even the guys my age, excuse me, even the guys my age, they're also lack of self-awareness and growth, man. So people tend to repeat their own mistakes. They don't seek change. They don't look for opportunities to grow. Okay. And this is an issue, right? Because if you don't improve your physique, your mind, your overall interest level, as in like being an interesting person, right? You'll have very slim chances to talk to girls, because they find someone who's looking after himself, he's got something in there, and he's curious about things. They find that person interesting. And if that's not you, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? What did you learn today? Or do you know what? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. This might be 10 a.m. when you watch this video. What did you learn yesterday? What did you learn last week? The new thing. What was it? Okay. Well, there you go, right? There you go. This is why the stagnation is such a big thing in modern dating, okay? Now, the reality is this. We have all of those problems, but there is a way to fix it. And it's so simple, man. You have to work on yourself first. Before you think about all those problems, you have to think for yourself first. You have to work on yourself. You have to work physically, mentally, right? And you have to become an interested person, interested in things that's happening around you. Okay? Be interested. Once you get interested in things, once you get a bit of confidence after going to the gym or doing the martial arts, after getting a bit more confidence mentally, after reading some books, there are fucking amazing books out there, man. Amazing books. I love books. Books are great, man. Great. When you do those things, all of a sudden you'll be like, hey, I actually want to go and meet people, go and see people, because I've got this knowledge about certain topics that I would like to share, right? If you work on those things, okay, automatically your confidence goes up, okay? When your confidence goes up, then you're like, do you know what? Do I actually need those dating apps? Do I need those social media? No, you don't, right? No, you don't. Listen, I remember I thrived during the time when there was no social media, no dating apps, okay? What? How did I do it? I just went and talked to people, right? I liked the girl that was walking past me and said, hey, excuse me, I really like your style. What were you up to today? You know, you look like you're doing X, Y, Z. Whatever the opener is, doesn't matter. okay? Because you convey your personality, all right? You're giving a bit of comfort how you present yourself, right? So work on yourself mentally, work on yourself physically, and be interesting person, okay? And all those points up there, listen, this all trainable. You can fix it all. Fix them all, right? Too many choices. Obviously, it's not for you; it's for her, right? But if she sees you in real life, guess how many guys would approach her in the last week? Probably none. You know why? Because guys don't fucking do that anymore. Because they prefer to go behind the screen, swipe, 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 swipe. So be different. Be different. Okay? Rejection. Like, yeah, enhanced rejection, right? Be proud of rejection because you had balls to come up to her and say something. Okay? The message game. You don't have to do the message game anymore because you meet her in real life, right? Online reliance. Yeah, it's not about you, right? Lack of self-awareness and growth. Well, it won't be you, will it? Once you start working on yourself. And it's like, oh man, it's going to take me a year. No, man. I tell you what, if you go to the gym, if you read a book a week, go to the gym and start getting yourself in the interesting conversations, after a month, you'll be a different person. You'll be a different person. Anyway, that's all I had to say about biggest problems in modern dating. I could probably go on for another half an hour or so, but there's no point. I just really hope you'll be the guy who takes action, work on himself, work on the mind, work on the body, work on being an interesting person. Okay. Down below, I left some links where you can download free stuff for myself. There's some openers when you want to go out and approach girls. There are some conversational topics that are really helpful for you guys if you struggle to find a way to continue the conversation with a girl. Other than that, I hope that was helpful. I really hope you will, you will just make moves, man. Be a better person. All right, I'll see you next time.